Hello, I'm Jordan Guth, host of Season 2 through 4 of the SoundStage Audiophile podcast. This season, we're mostly talking about the timely topic of where some of your favorite audio equipment gets made, as well as why it's made there. Right now, you can find episodes with Dyne Audio, Kef, Siltech and Crystal Cable, Dutch & Dutch, and T+A. Check out the podcast on all the major services. Today, I'm here to tell you what's new on the SoundStage network for June 1st. On SoundStage Australia, editor Edgar Kramer compiles his favorite rooms at HighEnd 2025 in Munich, Germany. While Edgar's main focus is sonic performance, his report also takes into account other aspects of the exhibit's presentations. The wide variety of products represented across Edgar's selections illustrates the richness the industry offers. 2025 marked HighEnd's final appearance in Munich. Next year, the show moves to Vienna, Austria. SoundStage founder Doug Schneider, senior editor Jason Thorpe, and contributor Matt Bonaccio provide wall-to-wall coverage of this year's show, which you can find on SoundStage Global. 17 stories in all, covering headphones, loudspeakers, amplifiers, DACs, turntables, and accessories, at all price points, from ultra-affordable to stratospheric. For its 45th anniversary, Denmark's Audio Vector has created a 21st century version of its legendary trapeze loudspeaker, with cutting-edge materials and completely new technology. On SoundStage Ultra, Phil Gold reviews the Trapeze Reimagined, which, like the original, is a three-way floor-standing design with a striking trapezoidal enclosure. This is a speaker for those who appreciate bold aesthetic, deep bass, and a rich, non-fatiguing presentation, Phil concludes. For his monthly editorial, senior editor Jason Thorpe tackles a timely topic: tariffs. As Jason notes, the trade war initiated by the current American administration will affect audio companies around the world. The US is obviously the largest consumer market in the world, but losing business from the rest of the world market is going to sting like a son bitch, predicts Jason, who is based in Toronto, Canada. Tariffs are also the subject of senior editor Dennis Berger's monthly editorial for SoundStage Access. Dennis, who lives in Montgomery, Alabama, is passionate about affordable hi-fi, but he also has another hobby as well: knitting. Recently, he got some first-hand experience on the chaotic effect of tariffs when he ordered some new knitting needles online. But Dennis is keeping his cool. The global economy will eventually recover from the mess this regime is creating, he writes, and affordable hi-fi will remain a thing for most of you around the globe. Dennis also experienced the effects of tariffs while reviewing Onkyo's Creator Series GX30 ARC active speaker system. This compact design employs a 4-inch mid-range woofer powered by a 17-watt amp and a 3/4-inch tweeter powered by an 8-watt amp. When he began his review, the system sold for $299, but it later jumped to $399 and then settled in at $349. At $299, I thought the GX30 ARC system was a good value, he writes. When it climbed to $399, I was a lot more hesitant. At $349, I'm somewhere in between. On SoundStage Hi-Fi, George Dessau reviews the D50 DAC from Hegel Music Systems in Norway. The design goal was to exclude all circuitry that can introduce noise, so the D50 is a DAC, and only a DAC. It has no streaming, networking, or preamp functionality. George says the D50 delivers utterly quiet, incredibly smooth, and composed performances, with astonishing dynamic presence. Then adds, it's a DAC that steps out of the way of the music, delivering resolution and detail in a nonchalant manner. The review is accompanied by test bench measurements, which are beyond reproach. And you can also learn more about the D50 from a video we produced while visiting Hegel back in November of 2024. You can find it on our YouTube channel, along with many others. During HighEnd 2025, JBL added 3 new loudspeakers, all of them named after Himalayan peaks, to its Premium Summit series. For his monthly editorial, Doug Schneider gives his take on the AMA, a 2-way stand-mount design, and the Makalu, a 3-way floor standard. On SoundStage Simplify, Roger Cano reviews Bluesound's new flagship streaming preamplifier, the Node Icon. The Icon features a 5-inch touchscreen, dual DAC design, and a built-in THX headphone amplifier, and it supports Dirac live room correction. If you want your streamer to also serve as a preamplifier, especially if you plan to add a subwoofer and utilize room correction, the Node Icon offers exceptional value and is my #1 recommendation, Roger concludes. On SoundStage Experience, senior editor Joseph Taylor describes how he came to appreciate the importance of a good phono stage for vinyl playback. I'm surprised I've only just learned that phono preamplifiers are worth checking out this late stage of my involvement with audio, Joseph writes. Then concludes, after more than 40 years of poking around in this hobby, I keep finding new reasons to stay interested. On SoundStage Solo, senior editor Jeffrey Morrison reviews Rotel's DX3 DAC headphone amplifier. Jeffrey says this beautifully designed component has enough power to drive just about any headphone well above safe listening levels and looks gorgeous doing it. I wish it were a bit cheaper, but then isn't that true of most things? For his monthly editorial, Jeffrey looks at streaming services that offer lossless and high-resolution audio, including a new service that specializes in immersive audio. That's everything for now, but I want to remind you to check out our YouTube channel for videos from all the trips we've been on to Denmark, England, the Netherlands, and Germany in the last 6 months. We've covered many new products and we're releasing new videos each and every week. So please keep on checking out the channel. And of course, if you like our content, please subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you on June 15th.